Hello everybody, Danny Shea here on a Monday morning. I hope everybody's doing okay. It's a challenge, no doubt about it. It is a challenge. This weekend, I had a neighbor walking down the street just saying how embarrassed he was, how ashamed he was of our country. And we have some local action going on along here where our sheriff department is working with ICE. And so they're doing a thing on Tuesday for the Board of Supervisors that a hearing to say, if this should continue or not. So it should not. And I was thinking, I wrote a letter, and in it I went, I keep forgetting that I was part of the Department of Homeland Security for 20 plus years. And I'm like, I was a proud member of that. And I remember when George Bush put the United States Coast Guard into that group under Department of Homeland Security. And at that time I went, I don't think I like it. But, I did FEMA work as well. So I'm like, a little bit, just a teeny bit. But, so I go, yeah, okay, whatever. It's not whatever. This is horrible. It's just horrible. Anyway, so I'm going to read on the week ahead. I did my January spread, and it's the first card that I got for this week was the Star, and then I got the Tower. Or was it the Star, Ten of Swords, Tower? And I'm like, oh my gosh. It was just a wild week, and I'm thinking, did I miss it by a week because I didn't read the first? It doesn't matter. Okay, so I pulled 3 Work Your Light cards. Let's drop it down and see what we get. How do we stay positive in this place? Hello, Psychic Duck. Hello, Danny. Hello, everybody. All right, so the first card I get, the Age of Light. Hey, good news, guys. We've been training for this for a lifetime. No, we've been training for this 4 lifetimes. So obviously we have a lot more training than ICE and the Border Patrol. We've been training for this for lifetimes. And one of the things that I was thinking about with my stint in auxiliary, every time we went out on our boat and we did a patrol, it was always training, always. Even if we went out to do a security patrol, we would add some form of training to it. And that's what, well, there's so much wrong with this. I mean, they are totally disregarding the first, second, fourth. How many more amendments? I'm sure there's a lot more. This is out of my wheelhouse. Second card we get, Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts in past lives. A lot of us are doing that. A lot of us are doing their soul work and releasing things that no longer serve them, releasing past karmic restraints that keep us from fulfilling our training, which is, I can't do that, I can't stand up to this, I can't. And we're letting that go so that we can take off. The last card we get is no. Oh my God, what? Wait, postpone, pause, say no. Interesting. Interesting. As I look at this card a little more. There's a big pyramid here. Lightning. When I see this lightning, I remember the Tower card that I had in the January pull. What is that about? Let me see if I can get some clarity on that. What is this wait, pause about? Lovers? The Seven of Pentacles. Reviewing what we've sown, what we planted. This is coming together in a contract. Setting something up. Wait, pause, and going back to a simpler time. Still a little unclear as to what that no means. What does this no mean? With this Lovers card, it feels like, just stay in your community, stay within your circle of friends. Don't go out too much and raise hells, I guess. And of course, I'm always for the non-peaceful protest, and maybe that's what this is about, that our emotions are so keyed up right now. Go back to a simpler time. Okay, one more for this, because maybe I'm just not seeing it. What else can we get? Yes, thank you. Star Mother. How can we mother ourselves? In this time that we find ourselves in, we've been trained, got it, thank you. We've been training for this for lifetimes. When we do our training, we don't act on emotion. We act on our training. So I'm going to lift this up. So if we, come on, ooh, sorry, that was kind of, I'm standing up today, which is unusual for me. Not standing, but you know what I mean. Normally I sit down when I read. But anyway, this is all about the lightning bolt, the no. It's all about the emotional charge to go in and fix and do and create from this emotional place that is too on fire. So I always remembered when I was training in rescue divers. I was a dive instructor for many years. And I would say you can't look at them as a person injured. You have to look at them as a piece of, I was a little insensitive. You have to look at them as a piece of meat. Go in there, do your job, fix it up, bring them back to the boat, and then there'll be time later. But if you are in the middle of that and you're going, oh my gosh, it's a human, you'll be too emotional. You've got to separate yourself from that trauma a little bit. So you just go and do your job, come back, and then you fall apart. Then you go get, and a lot of times, mental, help me, can't remember. Therapy, thank you. So, okay. So I think that's it. As much as we want to lash out and strike, don't use that lightning bolt to jump in there and do something foolish. Rely on the training. Peaceful protest. Man, that's hard. I gotta tell you, it is hard. But we've been training for this. We have, I go back to that Unbound card, releasing those soul contracts, those past patterns of just charging in. No, rely on your training. Okay, let's take a look at the week ahead, and then we're going to look at ice a little bit. Sometimes it takes me a long time to get to the point. All right, the week ahead. Let's just pull 6 cards. What can we expect? And I'm focusing mainly on the situation in Minnesota, but it's creeping out all over the United States. We're having something here. There's going to be a lot of people marching. There's going to be a lot of demonstrations. That's where that lightning bolt is. Rely on your training. Okay. Week ahead, what can we expect? What can we expect? Sword of Truth. Okay, I'm going to drop this down again. Sword of Truth. Being challenged by a celebration. Okay. The Emperor is at the base. He's marinating in something. He's creating conflict with his minions who are giving him the wrong information. Not that if he had the right information, he would make any better decisions, because I think that's not true either. Because I feel like he gets stuck in something, and he can't shake it. He can't change it. Okay. At the top, 6 of Pentacles, giving and receiving. Is there a money thing going on here? There may be. There may be. Businesses may be going, hey, I know I saw something in my news feed about some businesses in Minneapolis and Minnesota are saying, hey, enough is enough. One of them was Target. I'm going, oh, they're trying to get on people's good side. I'm like, yeah. But anyway, yeah, maybe businesses are going to come up and say, look, you're causing us a lot of damage, big business. And then we have the Knave of Swords. The Knave of Swords. This is normally some fast action happening. Page of Swords. This could be ice. This could be different peaceful protesters getting out there, maybe acting impulsively. So watch for that. We've got some great cards here, even though this card is, the abuse of power that shows up in the past. But in the future, we still have this young energy just swinging for the fences. Just, come on, I'm done. Gloves off type of thing. Rely on our training. I'm going to keep going with this. The 9 of Wands, this is internally, this is so true for us internally. We are beat up, we're a little restricted, we are still standing strong. Externally, okay? Now this goes a couple of different ways, right? With this week ahead, going on a new journey. Who's being foolish? Is it ICE? Is it the administration? Are they going on a new journey? Are we going on a new journey? Either way, if we're going on a new journey, it feels good. If they go on a new journey, it feels good too, because get the hell out of Dodge. Change this up. This doesn't make sense. We have the Hierophant, the government, and the hopes and fears. We hope that they will do something. Minnesota set up their National Guard, and I was like, oh my gosh. And they're wearing the orange vest, passing out donuts. Passing out, like, yeah. So one of the things that I worry about is our law enforcement is, I look at our police department and I go, are you ICE? I mean, in my mind, I have to do a double take, make sure that they're not ICE, that they're not just going to shoot me. And then we have the sun card, the full illumination. This card, this guy, again, not riding on a pony, not unbridled joy. He's got the sword of truth. He's bringing it out. It's showing up. We've got some secrets coming out too with the High Priestess. She's kind of working her magic behind the scenes. And then we have quiet introspection, shining the light. More awareness coming from quiet introspection. So luckily, no tower moment. We have some new journeys taking place here. We have some giving and receiving, new truth. The Emperor is still there. Hopefully, I wish he'd go on a new journey. But this Emperor is marinating in the sword of truth. He's like being, he's like surrounded by the sword of truth. Celebration. This is peaceful celebration. Yeah, he is. He does have that next to him in the past. But he's also got the Fool card, the Journey card near him that is saying, pack your bags. Pack your bags. Oh, and then, sorry, gotta lift this up again. And then, and then the Board of Peace. Oh, good Lord. Oh my gosh, the Board of Peace with Putin in it. Saudi Arabia. Just makes your head spin. So yeah, he's trying to take over the UN. That ain't gonna happen. Just more chaos. More chaos. Should I quickly look at that? Okay. I also want to, no, I'm going to keep in line. I want to take a look at the Republicans to see if they are going to start, if this is the week that they're going to start turning. For all of you guys in Republican areas, please call your reps, email your reps, 5 calls. The 5 calls app is so good. Please, please, please. Okay, the Republicans, are they finally going to stand up? A couple of things that happened that were really kind of surprising. Some podcasters are flipping. The conservative ones are. Still, some are not. Some are using AI generated images. That, thank you. That is just fueling the misinformation. Okay, Republicans, are we going to have enough? That's going to, they're doing this vote to not give ICE any more money. They've already got a huge amount of money. I don't know what Kristi Noem has done with it. I wonder if she bought like a new sports car or something so she could get around. Anyway, a new cowboy hat. They don't need any more money, but Congress wants to give them more, and there was 5 Democrats that went along with that. And I don't know. Let's see what we get. Queen of Pentacles, Republicans, abundance, security. So the thing that I was talking about is Alex, who they shot, who they murdered. They shot him in the back, those cowards. Shot him in the back. And he was a legal gun owner. So now the president and some of these right-wing guys are going, oh, you can't have a legal firearm. Side-eye. That's not going to go well in the conservative circles. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, security, comfort, financial gain. It's being challenged by the devil. The chains. Let me drop this down. Manipulation. It's being a puppet on a string. It's Stephen Miller energy. New beginning. The Republicans. They're all about the money. Look at that. Moving on. Moving on. The devil's still there. And this is one of my cards for Pumpkinhead. The devil is still there. But they're looking at other things. Ooh. They're looking at the Knave of Wands. Getting some information from overseas, from another place. This looks like from the desert, from they got the 3 pyramids, so from Egypt. The infighting with the 5 of Wands. Something big showing up with the 8 of Wands, big news coming. And it's good for democracy because of the rainbow there. The hard work with the 8 of Pentacles and the hopes and fears and the final outcome. The theft, stealing of something. The spy that sneaks in, leaves them defenseless. What is that? Leads to a celebration, the 3 of Cups. And then we have the Knave of Pentacles, which is a new project, new way to look at this. Interesting. This 7 of Swords, because normally that's my steal. It's the stealing card. Okay. Yeah, I think that they are going to have some kind of change that is going to move them along. They're going to hear some more information that's going to move them along. Okay, my phone keeps going off, so I have to keep it on just for the worker that may be showing up. Okay, so what was that 7 of Swords? What was that stealing about? Our favorite person, Kamala Harris, had a post out, and she had one line in it that I went, ooh, she's not giving up. What is that 7? So in that last reading, the 7 of Swords and then some new information coming from overseas. That stuck out to me. So let's just look at that. What is the 7 of Swords about for the Republicans? What are they losing some of their talking points, and is it coming from overseas? We get a new start, new project. Yeah, I was shuffling. The 8 News coming really quickly. This is going to be another big news week, guys. Stay with it. The battle, the verbal battle, defending oneself from windmills. Did I really say that? I did. It's my Mana La Mancha card. But then I think of, how Trump keeps bringing up these friggin' windmills. What's the matter with him? Okay, never mind. Never mind. Psychic Duck was laughing at me when I asked that. What's the matter with him? Nine of Swords, a lot of worry. They're staying up at night. And then something's changing. Something's changing with the Magician and the Republicans with the Seven of Swords. Working hard. Three of Pentacles. Externally, it's the devil. It's still like dealing with this. Here's that card again. News coming from an unexpected, not unexpected place, but like an overseas place. And the Four of Swords is usually a retreat, sickness, illness card. They're at a crossroads and they're being left out in the cold, and it's financial or it's moral. Either way, they're being left out in the cold. So these Republicans, that Seven of Swords is causing them a lot of worry. Some of them are going to be getting sick with this. And maybe it's just sick to their stomachs. I don't know. But they're feeling the loss. I think people are going to say, hey, oh, so that Seven of Swords could be their constituents coming out and saying, hell no, we've had enough. Minnesota in the cold. And the cold weather that's been going through Texas all the way through New York. I hope everybody is safe up there. Oh my gosh. The devil's not going to be doing anything about that. But this Magician card is good, huh? Something's going to happen. Something is going to be changing. All right, I want to look at Pumpkinhead. I just want to look at him to see where we are going this week with Pumpkinhead. Where are we going? Is he going to taco? He's got some legal action coming. Star of Hope. Yay, yay, yay. And balance. That's good. He's got some control coming in. Hopefully that would be some of the Supreme Court, but certainly some of the judges in Minnesota are saying, no, we've had enough. They need to keep the evidence. They can't destroy any evidence. It's already destroyed. Come on now. And let's look at Ice Barbie. What's going on with Ice Barbie this week? What's going on? I just wish these friggin' reporters would push back more. They're starting, but come on. Even some Republicans, I mean, Maria Bartiromo, whatever her name is, she started pushing back, but then she just kind of caved. She goes, I saw what I saw. Oh, no, okay. And no pushback again. Okay, here we go. Ice. Balance. Moving on. Government. Let's keep going with this to see. Ooh, that's imprisonment. The Eight of Swords. Not in this deck, though. It's just really restricted. She's not going to be able to do any more climbs in her career. If she does, she's going to cut her feet off. Knave of Pentacles. This is a newer project that's more in balance because it has the yin and yang sign and it's more in balance, but she is moving on from government officials. Yeah, she's moving on. Ice Barbie. All right. I didn't see any, I don't think she's going to be impeached. I think she's just going to be moving on. Is it this week? I think it's the start of this week. Okay. I am going to leave it here. Thank you guys for watching. Be good to yourself. Mother yourself, as we got in the first card. Take care of yourselves. Don't react from a lightning bolt. React from training. We've been doing this for lifetimes. Can you training for this? Yeah, because one life, we don't have enough time to train for it. It's been lifetime, lifetime, lifetime. We've been building on this. Take care of yourselves. Peace and love.